At Stone Circle, we aim you to be a freelancer. Yes, 100% correct. It's not aim for 9 to 5. It's aiming for you to become a freelancer. But when you talk about the clients, we will be always pushing you to get the US clients because the US dollars have the highest significant value than whatever the currency that your country has. Like it might be from third world country, you may be from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Ghana, Kenya, doesn't matter. US dollars has significant value, and for people in US it's a less money, and for you it's more money, and that's how you'll be able to make more as a freelancer. Because one thing freelancers can do what other people cannot do is explore the geographical freedom. There is no barrier. You can sit in India and you can pitch to people in the US. You can be in Ghana. You can reach out to people in Malaysia. You can reach out to people in Hong Kong, whatnot. All you require is a client that is ready to take your services because he can align with you. Now, when you talk about the US dollars, of course, the reward is extremely high. You will get to earn a lot. And some of the stats are already there in the website. So you can check the stats, how much one can earn. I'm just giving you an example. So how much one can earn. Let me show you one of the example. And these are the stats one can earn. But let me tell you something, with higher reward comes higher responsibility as well, which comes higher challenges as well. So if the reward is high, the challenges are high. And one of the major challenge you face when you're entering the US market or if you're pitching the US client is the trust factor. Why will a person living 1,000 miles away will trust your work based on your word? And why will he go with you? There are a lot of agencies, guys, that are registered in multiple places, and he can go with those agencies. He can go with the large competitors. Why would he come with you? Why would he choose you? Now this will be the challenge that you have to face every now and then in every call. A lot of people get frustrated, but you are from Stone Circle. You're a student of Stone Circle. You do not fold when you're in pressure, but you excel it, and you focus more, and you get the best results out when you're in the pressure. You do not fold, you never fold. Now, let us do a mock call, a very sample mock call on what happens when the client has the trust issues and how do you overcome it. Now, there is no actual way to do it, there is no a right way to do it, but let's go ahead and check it out. We'll just have a call with ChatGPT. I have just opened a new project and I have into the new chat, sorry, and I have opened the voice option, and I'm going to be giving a prompt. I'll not copy paste it. I'll just talk it. I have done this before, but I have done this on an overall level where we talk about multiple things. But right now the call will be only on the trust factor, and let's see how to overcome it. I mean, this is the first time I'm doing it as well, but I have 100% confidence that I'm able to excel anything. But the same confidence should be within you, and that is the reason why we make students practice the mock call. And let us just try to go ahead and start it off without wasting any time. Yeah, hi ChatGPT. We'll be doing a scenario, we'll be doing a mock call, and the scenario will be I am pitching you video editing services, for example, and you are a little bit skeptical about me because I'm from India and you're in the US, so you're a bit skeptical. And although you are interested, you really have trust issues. Ensure that this call will be only about trust issues and objection handling the trust issues, and do not get out of the character until or unless that I will tell you. So we'll just do a call and we'll just get into the call right away. So in this scenario, you're trusting an agency which has higher, time in the market, and they're larger competitor, and I'm an individual person. So we shall be talking about that as well, and ensure that you give feedback after I tell that he ended. The call has ended. You will be going ahead and giving the feedback. So now let's jump into the character. Got it. I'm ready to jump into character. So I'll play the skeptical potential client in the US, and we'll focus on those trust issues and objections. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and start the pitch, and I'll respond accordingly. Okay, just give a name for yourself. Sure, you can call me Alex. Let's get started whenever you're ready. All right. Alex, I hope you're doing good. Patrick here from Stone Circle.
Hey Patrick, I'm doing well, thanks. Curious to hear what you've got. Go ahead and tell me more about your video editing services.
Yes, I can see that you run a coffee shop, perhaps that has a lot of variants, and there are a lot of customers talking about in the Google page, in the Instagram. So I just came across your profile, and it did have the lack of videos, and some of the posts that the customers have posted, it looks really good. The ambience looks neat. The whatever you guys do, that is very good. But I believe, somewhere you're lacking the right videos, and the editing service is somewhere not to the standard of your beverage service. So I was just wondering how we can help you with that in case you're looking for it. I'm a freelancer, by the way.
I appreciate you reaching out, Patrick. I definitely see the potential in video content, and I'm always looking for ways to improve. But I have to admit, I'm a bit cautious about working with freelancers from outside the US. It's not that I doubt your skills, but I do worry about communication, time zones, and consistency. So tell me a bit more about how you handle those challenges.
That's very funny because almost all of the clients I've worked with in the US brought out the same thing in the first call. But I totally get where you're coming from because I have been there. I have been there. I mean, trust issues is it's an online thing, right? So the trust issues will be always there. But I would like to just go ahead and ask you this question before anything else. Have you tried any of the services, freelancing services from any person outside US ever?
That's a fair point, and I appreciate your understanding. To be honest, I've tried working with freelancers internationally a couple of times in the past, and while some experiences were positive, there were definitely some hiccups in terms of communication and deadlines. So I'm definitely open to hearing how you overcome those challenges and what makes your approach different.
I mean, when you talk about freelancers, there are, of course, a lot of freelancers doing a lot of service, right? So the communication and the deadlines or whatever you're showing the concern, it matters from an individual to individual. So it has to be properly communicated. I do agree with it, but it is just like any other source. It's just like the coffee shop that you're in. So sometimes people like your coffee, sometimes people do not like the coffee. It's totally the personal choice, and whatever the major hiccups are, that you will never find it with us. I'll tell you why you'll never find it. I'm not asking you to blindly trust me. I'm asking you to trust me on my past experience with the US clients. I might be one of the first person you're working with internationally with this service, but not for me, fortunately, because I do have other clients working. But is there anything on your mind, like on an exact specific level?
Absolutely, that makes sense. I appreciate that perspective. I guess one of my main concerns would be how we'd handle time zone differences and ensuring that revisions and feedback loops are smooth. Also, I'm curious about how you ensure the quality and consistency of your work, especially since you're a freelancer. So,
Wow,
any
that's a
details
lot.
on that?
That's a lot. I would definitely love to, answer that. Now, the time zone wouldn't be an issue at all because I work in the US shift. So I do have a lot of US clients, as I told you. So I'll be available and active in the US shift. So anytime you respond to the text, anytime you want to text or get on a meeting, hop on a call, I'll be ready because I any which ways work in that time zone, and that is the reason why I work with only US clients, and that is also the reason why I texted you. And coming to the revisions and feedback, before you signing the contract with us, before you putting down the deposit, we will be sending you a format, a list, I would say a contract, an official agreement on what will be provided. So when that is been fixed, I will not be able to breach the contract because that's been legally drafted. So the revisions and feedbacks will be kept smooth because we'll be prior the starting out will be defining those terms, and it will be always communicative before we go ahead and give you any sort of confirmations, I would say. And it is, since it is documented before, I don't think there is going to be any problem at all. And when you talk about the quality, you might have checked our testimonials, you might have checked our website. So none of the places the quality has been compromised. I mean, you wouldn't find a single bug, you wouldn't find a single hiccup, you wouldn't find a single mistake, you wouldn't find a single inconsistent services in our own brand. When we put in the work, we try to ensure the highest quality, and of course that comes from multiple repetitions that we have done.
That definitely helps put my mind at ease, and I appreciate the clarity. It's good to know you work on a US schedule and that everything's well documented from the start. I'll definitely take a closer look at your testimonials and past work as well. Thanks for addressing all those concerns, Patrick. This definitely makes me
And
feel
you would be probably having concerns on something else, and I would like to address it.
absolutely, and I appreciate that proactive approach. I'll definitely keep that in mind, and if anything else comes up, I'll be sure to bring it up. This has been really insightful, and I'm looking forward to exploring this further.
Okay, end the call. Just rate me out of 1 to 10. Just rate me out of 1 to 10, and tell the feedbacks that I could have done in a very short way, like just a bullet point.
Of course. Overall, I'd give that a solid 8 out of 10. Here are a few quick bullet points of feedback. One, great job addressing concerns with clear solutions, especially around time zones and quality. Two, you maintained a positive and confident tone, which definitely helped build trust. Three, it might help to share a specific example or case study to further reassure the clients. All in all, really well done.
All right. So I hope you guys just we're able to get what we're trying to do here. So we are trying to go back and forth on multiple scenarios and trust it is a dynamic outcome of every interaction, response, or commitments we make, guys. And if you have the client's trust, the money flows in. So you have to always represent with confidence in order for you to do that. And that is the stone circle standard. And you have to master the mock call. You have to ensure that everything gets perfectly aligned, and you know what you're speaking. You're very conscious about what we speak. You shouldn't repeat the sentence. You shouldn't feel more convincing. You shouldn't try to be desperate about it. You shouldn't try to be too pushy on it, but you have to try to be calm, composed, and confident. And that's what we do at Stone Circle, because we'll do multiple scenarios of mock calls. In fact, I have done right today in the class we were doing a mock call, and a couple of students did amazing job. And you can check the community up. A lot of people, I feel very proud that a lot of people are doing a very good job. You can see that they have been doing multiple projects and they're posting regularly. So that's what is interesting. They're posting regularly. Let me show you the latest post people have made. So they have done a page of cards, they have done a dice application, and they have posted as well. So they have posted, and this is one of the major specialization of Flutter. And you guys can see students are learning and students are making content about it, and they're confident. Now they will be going ahead and pitching the services. They'll be going ahead and pitching these services to the clients, and they have to be confident, and we will make you confident. And that is how you use ChatGPT in order for you to go ahead and learn how to give a pitch on a very competitive manner, because there will be multiple. ChatGPT went easy on me, but the clients won't go easy on me. I wanted to get a more difficult objections, but you have to be well prepared, because it's brutal out there. And if you're confident, you get to do anything that you want.